Hi, it's Emma here from Aleph Beauty. I wanted to show you my favorite trick for creating extra dimension with your makeup using our Radiance trio. These creamy, glowy products are magic when mixed with concealer foundation to transform your look. Keep watching to find out how you can reduce the appearance of pigmentation, dark circles under the eyes, and a sallow complexion. Mixing Radiance Sun into your concealer foundation is the perfect way to give your complexion more warmth and glow. So it is great for the summertime when you want a little bit of an overall bronzy effect. It is great when you feel like your skin has taken on a little bit more tan and your lighter shade of concealer foundation that you normally use just isn't following through to the summer months. You can boost it with a little bit of Radiance Sun. It is good for those who have a little bit of extra pinkness in their skin and need to give some more warmth to their foundation. So I'm going to show you how to apply this. We always mix about 3:1 concealer foundation to Radiance with when creating a glowy complexion, and then mix the two together with your finger. So the warmth from your finger will help to blend these two together. Radiance has been created to be a little bit firmer than our concealer foundation, so the warmth from your finger really helps to blend this together. The reason it is firmer is because we don't want it to be sticky when it reaches the skin when you're using it just neat. We want it to provide the glow but without the sticky shine that a lot of cream products can leave behind. So once mixed, you will see that there's a beautiful warm tone to the concealer foundation. And then we can apply this with a diffuser brush and just pick up a small amount at a time. You don't need to saturate the brush because a little bit goes a long way and you don't want your brush gobbling up all of your product. So this is perfect for concealing and covering pigmentation as well. So I mentioned that Radiance Sun mixed with concealer foundation is great for adding a bronzed effect to the skin or some warmth to the skin, but it is also amazing for evening out uneven skin tone without adding extra coverage. So what's going to happen is the pigment from the Radiance is going to reflect and deflect the light more so that you get the illusion of more coverage without having to add layer upon layer to get that. So it's going to do a little bit of magic for you. Buff this in circular motions, and as with usual with concealer foundation, less is more. So you want to make sure that you are buffing it into the skin, not swiping it on trying to push it into the skin. That's why you want to apply a small amount to the brush and then go and buff that in. Go in and blend all over the face, and when you have extra tricky spots like this one I've got here, you can layer that up a little bit as well just by pressing in with the brush to make it disappear. Don't forget to blend around the jawline, and I've got a little bit of pigmentation just in here too, so I'm going to go in behind the jaw and the ear and blend that in. Just into the neck as well. You also use this around the eye area, just using your fingertip. A fingertip is going to create a fuller coverage, and the warmth from your fingers is going to help press that in to the delicate skin around the eyes. And then blend it in with a clean fingertip. Also, you can go up onto the brow bone too, and this helps to bring a cohesiveness to your face, but don't go on to the eyelid because we're going to use Radiance just neat on the lid, and less is more, so you don't want to overload the delicate skin around the eyes by too many products. So we're going to go straight on with our Radiance Sun in a sec. Radiance Sun is great mixed in with concealer foundation around the eye area. For those with deeper skin tones who tend to darkness around the eyes, this will really help lift and brighten up around the eyes with a little bit of warmth and glow. And it can obviously be mixed in with the rest of the concealer foundation as well, but especially those who are wearing a 4.0 foundation or 5.0, this is great for brightening around the eye area. I'm going to show you now how to use it on your eyelids and on your cheeks and on your lips. So it's a very versatile product. So we're going to just gently pop that onto the eyelid, just onto a clean eyelid. If you apply this in a nice natural light, you're going to be able to see the light reflecting off of it. So I'm going to use it on the cheeks. With Radiant Sun, it has a little bit more color pigment in it, so you can use it on the cheeks as a blush. It's going to give you a little bit more color for those of you who have a foundation color that is 1.0 through to 3.0, and 4.0 and higher, it's going to act as a beautiful bronze glow, so it will be able to be used as a highlight for those shades as well. You don't necessarily have to use all of these tricks all at once. I just wanted to show you a few of my favorites, and you can use this on the lips as well, either on its own or over the top of your favorite cheek lip tint. This is beautiful when mixed in with your cheek and lip tints too, to give them an extra dimension, but that's a whole other video which I can go into at another time. So there are your ways to use Radiant Sun to mix in with your concealer foundation to create more dimension, a little bit more warmth to your foundation, a bit of extra glow, transform your concealer foundation from winter color to summer color, or bridge that gap at least. Also those with pigmentation, it helps to disguise that beautifully. And also for deeper skin tones, it's beautiful mixed in with your 4.0 or 5.0, just to give you extra warmth, extra dimension, and extra glow. So to brighten up the complexion using concealer foundation and Radiance Moon, as you mix that, you're going to see that your concealer foundation is a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, and this is perfect if your face just needs a little bit of brightening or a little bit of extra diffusion, because the pigments in Radiance are going to help bounce the light around so that you can get a nicer, more even coverage without extra layers. So it's going to give you a glow and a beautiful softness to the skin too. So just while we've mixed that with our finger, we can use that on our finger as a concealer under the eyes. So this is a beautiful trick. Even if you're not using it all over the face, this is a great way to brighten up any darkness under the eye area, because you're using those extra light deflecting and diffusing properties. So pressing that in with a clean finger, and then other side. Less is more, so make sure that you haven't got too many prep products under the eye, as these products themselves are very, very nourishing. This is all you need. You could potentially even skip your eye cream if you're finding that you're creasing a little bit or sliding a little bit. It is because the skin around the eye is so delicate and it doesn't need too much to feed it. Then to apply your concealer foundation to the rest of the face, pick up a little bit at a time. You don't need too much, and then buff it into the skin in circular motions. Applying Radiance Moon directly to the eye, so this is just straight up Radiance Moon, it's going to add a little bit of a reflect to the lid. It's going to draw light into the eyes, which is beautiful on everyone. Also, you can pop it into the corner of the eye just to lighten that up, and it just attracts light and gives you a little bit of brightness to the eye. This is not an eyeshadow as such, because it's not doing any shading. It is just drawing light in. So make sure that you do put this on in a well-lit area so that you can see the reflect when you're putting it on, and not get confused that, oh, I'm not seeing anything, so I don't have enough on, so I need to pile it layer upon layer. That's not actually how it's going to work. If you put too much on, it's going to crease more. All you want is a little bit on there to see the reflect. And by doing this, you're brightening up the eyelid and then making your lashes stand out, because you've got the lightness behind your dark lashes, and that will help frame your eyes more. I put my cheek and lip tint on, and I'm going to apply a little bit of Radiance Moon to the top of the cheekbone to create a little bit of a highlight. So this is a beautiful soft glow, nothing sparkly, nothing shiny, no disco ball effect here, but it is just a gorgeous glow to the skin. Radiance Moon is a nice champagne glow, so it's not cool and icy and it's not warm. It is nice and neutral, so it can suit most, well, all skin tones really. Top of the cheeks here. You can also use Radiance Moon on the lips as well. I prefer not to pop it on my lips as it is a bit pale, but for those of you who like a pearlescent effect, you can mix it in with any cheek and lip tint to go onto the lips, or you can use it just straight on its own. Using Radiant Star to transform your look is one of my new favorite tricks. Radiant Star is a beautiful pink orchid glow, and this is stunning to brighten up the complexion, to counter any sallowness in the skin, to help when you're feeling a little bit wan and a bit drained. This gives life and vitality back to the skin. It is so pretty. So to do this, we will add 3 parts concealer foundation to 1 part Radiance, and you will see that the soft pink just gives a beautiful, subtle glow to the complexion, brightening things up and just giving a nice vitality back to the skin. Mixing your Radiance into your concealer foundation with your finger is a great way to do this smoothly and seamlessly. So give that a good mix on the back of the hand with your fingers, and then you can use the excess from your finger to go in around the eye area and use as your concealer. Pressing in, and then you can blend it with a clean finger. Remember to go up onto the brow bone as well. With your diffuser brush, work your foundation into your skin using circular motions. So all over the face gives a really, really subtle glow. It's not even a pink glow that you can see, but what it's doing is it's just countering any excess yellowness or sallowness, therefore brightening up the skin beautifully. And it is one of my new favorite go-tos for the eyes. I love just popping a tiny bit on the lid, and this gives a gorgeous soft pink glow. And you don't need much at all. Just press it gently into the lid. I also love it as a highlight as well. And this is something that is so subtle, so it is not something that you're going to see as a really intense pink glow when you put it on in the mirror. But I've found when I've seen other people wearing it, I just notice how beautiful and vibrant they look. Their skin has a gorgeous pink glow to it, far more than you see when you actually put it on the mirror yourself. I've just put a bit of Grounded on my cheeks, but Star goes beautifully with all cheek and lip tints. It complements them all really, really nicely. What you can also do too is mix a little bit of Radiant Star into a cheek and lip tint to use on the cheeks or on the lips. And one of my favorite combinations is Grounded and Star, and this makes a pretty pink, nudie lip color with a bit of a 60s vibe to it. But it also works beautifully mixed in with Terra, mixed in with Sangha, mixed in with Crush, any of them to give them a little bit of a pinkness and a bit of a glow. So there you have it, 3 different ways to transform your concealer foundation. And not only that, to add a little bit of extra light into the eyes, to create a highlight on the cheeks, or to add pearlescence to your lips. Explore the full collection at the link below and check out our other tutorials for more tips and tricks.